I think I figured it out. Let's see. Hopefully you're going to work. Okay, go live. Go live. Oh no. This is not happening. Oh no. All right. I think it's actually working. Let's see. Let's see. Wait, is it going to work? All right. It's going to work this time. All right. Hello. All right, here we go. This is exciting. We're back. We're here. We're in it. We did it. This is amazing. All right, hold on one second. I'm going to pin some comments. Okay. Personalized. I feel like I need music in the background. Donation readings. Venmo at, I should have had this done beforehand. Sorry, everybody. Just be inspired. Or PayPal. Hi, everyone. Just be inspired. 66. Okay. Let me just post this. Let me copy it. Hello, everyone. Post. All right. I don't know what happened here. Hi! It's not posting on here, but it's okay. Let's just see something really quick. All right, let me come back. I don't know what happened here, but I've gotten out of Facebook, but I can see you here, so it's okay. How's everybody feeling? How are we doing out there? Are we ready to get some crystal love and inspiration? I'm going to do this correctly. It's going to happen as we have more people join. Sorry to be so late. I forgot that I actually had this at 9 o'clock. For some reason in my head, I thought it was 9:15. But it's all good. So I apologize. And then, I don't know why this is being so tricky over here. All right. Hello. Okay, let's do this. So here we go. I'm going to look at what's going on here and see how we are all feeling and doing. I love to hear in the comments. Let me see what's going on with the private chat. I don't know if we have anybody on YouTube. If so, awesome. Let us know. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's do it. So some reason this is frozen on here, but I'm going to do a collective so you can see. Oh yeah, because I forgot. We got 2 cameras going on. I have so many different things going on, okay? But we're going to pick some cards. So all of this is now happening. We're here, and there we go. That's all that matters. All right. So wherever you are, welcome. My name, yes, I'm going to actually pull so that it's even more magical, and you're going to pick your crystal. So we have 4 different crystals here. Let me just place them all face down because that'll be easier. Okay, yes, there's a big crystal, I know. Okay, so we can see these 4 crystals, correct? I have a torch lighter for my sage. I'm sorry. We'll sage before we get going. All right. So, with that being said, let's get it started. Clear on YouTube, we get on Instagram. Here we go. All right, so let's just begin by taking a deep breath in. Exhale, let that go. Then a nice solid deep breath in. And exhale, let that go. And I'm going to just place a card with a crystal, either on top of it or by it. Let's see. Yes, these two. Okay. And you're going to pick which crystal reading you would like. All right. So we have, let me move the deck to the side. I will be taking also, look at the comments. Okay. Thank you so much. Hello from Morocco. Listen, Lanzo. All right. Crystals are amazing. Okay. So here we go. So we have beautiful crystals here, and you're going to just pick a pile. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So wherever you are, we'll start with number 1. So this is the crystal. So here we go. Yes. Hello there, loves. Okay. So if you picked this crystal, this is aragonite. This crystal is telling me that you really are perhaps looking for some grounding right now. Hello there from Australia. Welcome. So this is a fantastic crystal that really helps you, okay, to, how do I put this? Feel so clear on where you are going. So I love to meditate with this crystal because it gets you so grounded in the present moment to help you to really see perhaps where it is you can plan your day that is the highest vibration in self. And the card that we got is this. I tune out to tune in. Peace, harmony, panda, and heart chakra. So right now, anybody who, hi there, Sharon, anybody who picked this particular card, what this is telling me right here is that you really can find some grounding right now in your heart. Now is a great time for you to really do the things that help you feel connected into your heart energy. So maybe it's that you just sit, take a nice heart chakra meditation. Perhaps you tune out to some of the distractions that are going on in your life that are taking your focus or your attention away from really where it is that you want to be. There could even be a time right now where you're really just seeking this different sense of peace that you can continuously flow throughout perhaps the rest of the year. We have less, than 6 months left of 2024. And so I feel like this is about whoever picked this crystal, this is an energy that's really helping you to perhaps be reminded of something that you can stay committed to that helps you to bring peace and helps you to bring harmony. I see you over here on YouTube coming at me. Listen, highest vibration always wins. So not going to respond to lower vibrations. Here we go. Okay, this is fun. Over here, we got nothing but love on Instagram. YouTube, we got some doubters. But I believe that we're going to, hopefully start to call on more of the people that are with us here. So we got black tourmaline. So if you picked this crystal, this is telling me right now that you really are ready for safety, comfort, and protection. What I love about black tourmaline is that this crystal, okay, really allows us the beautiful space to take whatever lower vibrations are coming at you and just return it back to the source. So that's what's so potent about this crystal. The other great thing about black tourmaline too is that if you find yourself feeling drained by friendships or whatever, where they're constantly maybe just talking or complaining a lot, it can really help you to move through some of that energy with a little bit more compassion. And so right now, I feel like this is for anybody who is wanting to feel safe, protected, and really just feel so present and grounded. And hi there, beautiful soul. This is actually, let me grab another card. It's a card that I wrote on. So, okay. I have all the resources I need. Raccoon, self-sufficient, reliant. And so this is such a beautiful reminder because this is saying that, first starting off with just taking any of the lower vibrations and just kind of sending it back and feeling that comfort and that safety. It's like when we feel that we are so reliant, when we feel like we are so just self-assured in our abilities. That's where like the outside world doesn't really distract us as much. It doesn't really get to us as much. And we have more of the motivation and the determination to really let ourselves flow. And so I feel like this combination of black tourmaline along with the raccoon is sharing a really potent message that right now it's so good for you to just feel that safety, that comfort in who you are in your highest expression, who you are at your greatest power, like that is your superpower, like remembering all of that and getting so feeling safe. And that's your inner world to come into right now. That's the space to really ground into, is that power. So we got root chakra, and we had root chakra for this one, funny enough, and root chakra and solar plexus. So getting so grounded, feeling that safe of comfort and protection so that you can come up into the solar plexus and just remember that you have everything you need. You have everything you need inside of you. You really do. You really do. Okay, whoever picked this crystal, let me keep these over. Next time I'm going to just do crystal readings versus crystals and cards. It doesn't show up on camera as much as I like, so it's all right. But we're trying something new. So this is sodalite. This is one of my favorite crystals because it really helps us to tap into our intuition, but be able to express it. So this is a really beautiful crystal that helps you to just share your intuitive gifts, whatever that might be for you. And I just think that, so if you pick this, you're ready to share your visions. You're ready to share your dreams. You're ready to feel heard in them. You're ready to move forward in them. And I really love that for you. So we're kind of moving away from like grounding and stillness and tuning into our heart to then really feeling that safety, that comfort, and that protection in our inner selves. To now, look at this, we got another solar plexus. This is really good. This is telling me right here, I get to be bold, attitude, warrior, ram, and solar plexus chakra. This is really telling me that now is the invitation for you to trust in your gut first. And then that will flow up from there. That's what it is. So the thing is that if we don't trust in our gut first, it's really hard to then open up to expressing and seeing the bigger vision. So right now, this is where you get to adapt a new attitude and to know that your intuition is at a high right now, whoever picked this. It is just ready to be shared, ready to be expressed. So when you come to second doubting or just second guessing or doubting yourself, just really know that you get to move through that. Like this is the time to adapt to a new attitude, to a new strength that will climb you up the mountain. And really that is going to be so helpful for your intuition that really wants to right now take the driver wheel. Okay. Last one we have here, and then I'm going to start to, I like meditation and I like my dog. So we have the comments on YouTube are just so interesting. All right. So we have here flower agate. Now, flower agate is really about you tapping into, what do I want to say? Tapping into your highest potential and growth. So I think if you chose this crystal, this is really telling me that you are ready to grow, that you're ready to really see your potential. Oh my God, this is so interesting because I have the doubles of this card. You got all the resources I need, but you got this. I bring in balance. And so I think that it's growth, but it's growth that actually feels attainable. That's what it feels like. So it feels like if you kind of were drawn to this crystal, that this is really the invitation of, can this growth be sustainable? Because I think that you're ready for the growth, you're desiring it, you want to tap into that highest potential, but you also don't want to get burnt out from it. That's important. You do not want to get burnt out. And so it's finding the flexibility between really aiming high, but then also finding the grounding in that energy and in that frequency. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to take individual readings. So you can feel free, if you'd like to, you can donate at my Venmo or at my PayPal, which is Venmo is at Just Be Inspired, or you can also feel free, hold on, really quickly, I gotta click the screen, to do PayPal, which is at Just Be Inspired 66 if you would like a personal reading. All right. If not, we'll just like continue to like pull cards, or you can just say, hey, want a reading? Hello. How's everybody feeling? I'm gonna put my crystals up now. All right. Or you could just say, I want a reading, and I'll pick the first person. There we go. Okay. Hello from Australia. So I'm just waiting for the comments to come through. If you donated, let me know, and if not, no worries. But I'll just take a reading. We had some interesting vibes going on. Gotta get used to that. I'm used to all my beautiful souls here on Instagram. Okay, Sojourner 13, go for it. Here we go. Question, general guidance, what are we feeling? Okay. I'm going to bring this closer, so don't worry. All right, here we go. Okay, Sojourner 13. I feel like right now, the first card is I trust in my dreams. I feel like you are on this exploration right now where you have done so much shedding and so much like letting go and healing that you're ready. Thank you so much, Jeff. That you're okay. This is interesting because I trust you've done a lot of shedding. You've done a lot of growing, and I this is what I feel like with your job situation. If this is what your question is, I feel like this is really about trust and taking that leap of faith. I think that you've learned everything that you perhaps have really wanted to gain through being at that particular job. Like you've gained, you've learned, you've grown, that now you're ready for something new. You're ready for some type of new vision for yourself. And so I think that it's not even, it's about for you, can I, this is a good question to ask yourself, is that, are you going to be like, for me, when I made that leap of faith from going to being a, corporate gig that was great to a spiritual entrepreneur, I really had to make sure that I was making enough to support myself before I made that leap of faith. But if you feel like you're good and you're in that place, I really feel like this is about trusting in your dreams and your visions. I think that this job really served you well and it's brought, great things into your life, but now you're really ready to go towards the vision. You're really ready to go towards that dream, and it's about trusting in it. So once you do make the decision, trust in that decision. I think that you already know what to do. It's just making sure that for you, it's on the timeline that feels the most supportive. Because the next is I create what best serves me. Illusions and birth. You're going to be supported. Okay, this is really interesting because I'm definitely leaning towards it. If you do decide to perhaps leave this particular job or situation, that you're gonna be supported. And if you stay, you're okay too. But I think it's really important. Like you have a creative energy and you have a creative expression that is ready to come out. You're ready to weave a new web for yourself, if that makes any sense. You also have a very strong male energy around you, soul_journer. I don't know if it's it's interesting. I'm feeling like it could even be perhaps an animal. But this is so beautiful of just, I think that, you're ready to birth something new. And I think that it's really important for you to ask yourself, is fear what is stopping me from going forward? And if so, what is the fear here? Is it coming from illusions? Is it coming from a real place? And to get super clear on it so that you can feel really good once you make the decision, whether it's to stay or whether it's to go. It's really about you feeling good, but you not stopping this creative flow. So really think about where the fears are coming from, because I rejuvenate self-love and purity. If you do decide to perhaps move from the situation or from your job, it's really important to give yourself a little bit of downtime if you can in between. Rejuvenate, self-love, purify. This is really such a new journey that that I think whether it's now or eventually, you're going to end up in a new space that feels like it's the next chapter of your growth. And I think that this is something that you've just outgrown. You shed so many layers that now it's really asking yourself, what new webs do I want to create? And looking at where's the fear of staying, where's the fear of going, and seeing which one of those fears are actually real or which ones are perhaps illusions that you can really shed. And then just making sure that you have the time in between to really give yourself some self-love and care. That's important, I think, to even do right now to actually get to this answer. Does that make sense? It's almost like really start here to then work its way there is kind of actually what I'm feeling. Let me know if that makes sense for you, Souljourner. I'm curious in the comments here. Hello there, beautiful spiritual sister, that you are a new subscriber. Welcome. All right, who else would like a reading? We have YouTube. We have Instagram. What is going on? Hello, hello, hello. Again, if you'd like to, you can donate at Just Be Inspired on Venmo or at Just Be Inspired66 at PayPal. Yeah, it's going to happen for you. It's so going to happen for you. Take some time. I would even say to like sit with yourself, then get really clear on those fears on both sides, staying or going, see which ones are illusions, and then really going into trusting. You've learned what you learn what you've needed to. Does that make sense? You've learned what you've needed to there. And I don't know, do you have a particular pet that has passed? I'm just curious. Hello there. Hi, Chloe. I'm doing better. Now the comments are getting better on YouTube, so I might come back to do a more collective reading because that was intense. I was like totally like, yeah, that was interesting. Okay. All right. Andrea, I will read for you, my loves. All right, let's do it. I don't know why I'm flipping over. Yeah, I think though, like that's real, right? So then it's like really saying to yourself, how can I make this work? You know, maybe it's not all or nothing, because I get it. That's like, you know, for me, it was like I had to know that that was coming through. Some people, they don't have to really do that. It's kind of more like for them, you know, they're just like take the leap of faith people. I'm a Capricorn, so my mentality is like work ethic, all that kind of stuff, which is good, but it's also like sometimes you can like, you know, get in your head a little bit. So just, you know, even say like, I'm going to find, you know, a creative or the creative job is coming to me that also supports my income, you know, like that's it. And maybe it's that you go part-time and then you do your other thing part-time if you can't find the full-time thing, but you're going to find it. You're totally going to find it. Yes. Yes, you're totally going to find it. So, and it's important as an Aries that if you're getting to this point of even asking, you're probably really to this point because Aries, when you're out of alignment, you tend to procrastinate a little bit. So the fact that you're coming to this point tells me that you're really thinking about this. So, all right, Andrea, do we have a certain question or just general reading? So I know what you're going through, Andrea, but I'm going to just say this. I think that you are a beautiful soul that runs super deep. You've seen a lot, you've experienced a lot, and I think that you have become so resilient and so strong. Let me know if this is resonating for you in the comments. And so it's really being connected to that strength, really being connected to your ancestors, your heritage, your lineage. That's really important, I think, for you as well, Andrea. There's like a really beautiful connection there. And so what I'm sensing is that right now is the time to just know that you will continue to overcome. I think that that is kind of like one of your skill sets. Leo, about a relationship I'm in. Yeah. Yeah, I think that this is like, so like just know that like you can overcome. You can overcome. I'm an Aries, yes. And that you're resilient. You're really resilient and you got the strength. And so really just think about, how does this relationship really serve me physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually? How does it serve me in my strength? And I feel like once you kind of get so clear on that, then you'll continue to overcome. Because then we have the next card is shed to grow, beliefs healing. It's really also believing that you are so deserving of being just adored. That's what's coming through. Of just like, I think in the past, you may have put other people's feelings first before yours, is what I'm sensing. And now is the time to put your needs really forefront here. And I think that now you're starting to really believe that your needs are just as important as the other part, as the person, and as your other partner, and that there's a healing going on. There's a healing going on for your, your relationship, for your partner, and for you. And so I shed to grow. So I think it's like really kind of letting go of the former beliefs of perhaps not putting yourself always first and thinking of the other person's needs. And now there's a beautiful synergy of it coming together. And this is all root chakra, which is foundation, which is growth. Not growth, but this is like your roots, right? This is like your family, your upbringing. All that is like playing out in this like relationship dynamic of where you are right now and really what you're ready to continue to receive, if that makes any sense. And then I reach for my higher self, perspective, faith, koala, and crown chakra. I know it sounds silly, but like you deserve the best. And I think that you have done a lot of, like I said earlier with this card, so much growth and had so much resilience that really ask yourself, if you're in this situation, like, what is the bigger picture for this relationship? Where is the perspective that I haven't thought about of like how this can really grow and how we can really grow together? Because I think that that's really what is so important here, is like, how can you continue to grow together, and really having that perspective and that sense of faith. And I feel like once you get so clear on that, the relationship will continue to blossom and bloom. Does that make sense? And then I just feel called to like have a bonus card is, I appreciate the beauty around me, grace and gratitude. Let things flow right now. Like you don't have to like right now, just be in it. Just be in this relationship for where it is, what it's bringing you, because this is really a journey of something that you've created that's really solid in your beliefs and in your healing. And the koala bears, they climb up to the top of the tree whenever there's a storm coming. So it's really about still like going high. And that's where I think that there's expansion. There's a lot of growth here. And right now, just being in flow. When they look so beautiful, the swan on top of the water, but underneath they're doing a lot of paddling. And so I feel like right now it's like not trying to come to any like, rushness, and just being able to be grateful for where you are right now in this moment. That's really what it makes sense. Does that resonate? Let me know. Okay. Would anybody else like a reading? This is so like 5 different screens. I might have to come back to just doing this on Instagram because it's like a lot. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. So feel free. I can't even say hello to anybody or anything in the comments because I'm like on so many different things. For whatever reason, it's frozen here on Instagram. So would anybody else like a reading before I perhaps bounce? Yes. Okay, good. Cool beanie. And feel free, if you'd like to, you can totally donate on my Venmo at Just Be Inspired. I appreciate it. Or you can do PayPal at justbeinspired66. Okay. All right. So we got Colleen. That's so cute. And then we have Chloe. All right. Anything that you want to hear, Colleen? Let me know. Okay. All right. Spirit's calling you out, Colleen. You also have a very strong female energy that is definitely here in this space, and I love this for you. So I cleanse to clear potential and navigate. I love this. Frog and solar plexus chakra. So I feel like you're done. You got this. Like you literally have cleansed so many different things that have held you back in your life. For me, like is off a lot. Yeah, can't reach. This is interesting. So it's like, I feel like that, like you may feel out of alignment and need some guidance and you can't reach goals or dreams. It feels, but the thing is that you have really moved past so much of that. And it's really just remembering your potential. That's how I feel like you can get back into alignment right now. Being like, what is my potential and how can I navigate that? Be like, where is my potential physically? Where is my potential emotionally? Where is my potential mentally and spiritually? And how can I really leap into that? Something interesting about the frog here is that I also heard this acronym, forever rely on God. And we can say God, universe, spirit, whatever resonates with you, really. But this is where it's knowing what's best for you. So what I feel like for you, Colleen, is where you're with your life alignment, it kind of feels like you're in this moment where you've cleansed a lot. So you know, it's almost like you know what you don't want, but you are still trying to figure out exactly what you do want. But it's like, you know what you want, but it's like how do I really navigate to get there? And I really just feel like it's seeing your potential, just seeing the growth and leaning in more towards the growth. That's what I feel like is like, how have I grown? How can I really now take a leap of faith? You know, we can see the frogs after the rain has come, they're more visible. And I feel like you're ready to be visible, you're ready to be seen. And so it's not that things are out of alignment. I think it's just that things are not feeling like they're like where you know you really ultimately want to go. Because then your next card is this: I trust what is ahead. Explore perseverance. Have fun with reaching your dreams. That's where I really feel like this is like perhaps a good just manifesting tip for anybody out here. Have fun reaching your dreams. Sometimes we put so much pressure, and that's what I feel like is happening for you. So much pressure, so much just just so much of that is I think happening, and that's like where you feel like you can't reach, that you're maybe missing the small moments of where you are reaching. Because the fact that you're even asking this question tells me that you are ready to reach those goals and the dreams, but it's really just around surrendering, exploring. Perhaps there's different pathways. Maybe you've been exploring it this way. Maybe there's another way for you to explore it. And maybe some of those places may feel a little fearful. That's what I'm sensing, is that maybe fear, maybe hesitation, because you're like, no, but this is the path and this is what it feels like. And it's like coming back to this card of like, cleansing some of that and coming into this of like explore, and just you have the perseverance. You're very strong-willed. You're very, very strong-willed, which is a good thing. Like you have that tenacity to really go there. And the thing with the camel and the sacral chakra is this is really owning the relationships outside of you. So I think that taking ownership in the fact of this reach and really coming up with different creative ways would be so helpful for you right now, because it's coming. I trust what is ahead. I trust what is ahead. And then your next card is my expression is unique, individuality, essence. Okay. There's going to be a time, it's coming soon, I feel it for you, where it's like, let your light shine. Let your voice be heard. I don't know if you're going through, it doesn't feel like imposter syndrome, but maybe comparing like, oh my God, this person is so much further along than me, or this person is doing the thing that I want to do. And it's like, your individuality and your essence is so, so, so beyond special that this is the opportunity to remember that. To just know that there's like no comparison. You're not out of alignment. You're right on time. And it's about owning your individuality and owning your essence. That's where you're going to thrive. So when you do come into these places and these new opportunities that are going to come, it's about holding on to that individuality and that essence. Does that make sense, Kalini? Or Kalini? Or I think I was saying something else before. Let me know if that resonates. But that's really what I feel like for you is cleansing to clear, potential, trusting what's ahead, new ways, even if it kind of feels a little fearful, it feels a little out of the box for you, it's okay. Individuality and essence, like you are right on time, and whatever you are going to reach, nobody's going to do it like you. No two roosters look alike, no two roosters crow alike. So this is confirmation. Oh, thank you, babes. That's very sweet of you. All right, we got Chloe over here. There we go. And again, if you can donate, awesome. And if not, that's okay. You can donate at Just Be Inspired or at Just Be Venmo or Just Be Inspired 66 on PayPal. All right. Any particular area, Chloe, or are we just seeing what comes through? Oh, I'm so glad that was spot on. We started off a little shaky, not gonna lie, with the YouTube comments. Moving forward though from that, I might do a collective reading for everybody here at the end. I'm gonna do collective readings just on Instagram, by the way, at the end. Okay, so maybe I'll pick some new crystals and just do a crystal reading. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Have fun with it. Why not? Okay, so there we go. It was like if you all would have seen the messages that were coming in as I'm like trying to be in flow. It was awesome. I'm always gonna keep it real on here. It was so great. It was so good. I was like, oh God, I don't even know if I can't even answer some of these. They were getting political. I'm like, oh my God. True story for anybody out there. I did a live with my mentor and my teacher. And the first like 5 minutes, he's like, well, Joe Biden's just, and I'm not going to get political, but he's like, just step down. And I was like, oh my God, we're about to do meditation. We're getting like politics are happening. So the world that we live in is very interesting. Okay, Chloe, I'm coming to you. So right now we all need readings and love and Reiki. Not more of that. Just like, some good vibrations. Who's here for that? YouTube, I feel you. You're coming. All right. So Chloe, peace is in my heart, duality, intimacy, Orca. Crystal Live Sale is coming up, by the way, loves. It's coming up on next week, August 1st and 2nd at 8 p.m. All new crystals. These crystals will all be featured. Oh, I'm so glad. We're going to do, so follow me here on Instagram. I'm assuming you're talking about Insight Timer. Follow me here on Instagram as well. So I go live on Friday from 12 to like 1 on Insight Timer. And then I go live and I do a collective reading. They're two different things. So you won't miss out. It's like a different thing from both of those afterwards. That was a good learning experience. Okay, pieces in my heart, duality, intimacy, or so we have Chloe though. Chloe's vibrational here, Orca and heart chakra. So Chloe, real talk. I think you've been on a really deep soul journey, starting from even like December of 2023, that you really wanted, or you still desire, and this is in a good way, for this to be such an intentional year for you in such a soulful journey and purpose. Like I feel like you're in a really good space where like you're like kind of we're like, you know what, 2024, I want to go deeper into my soul. I want to really be able to be in the joy and the expression that feels like my heaven. Okay. And so really what that is for me is like saying, because whenever the whale, it's a reminder that we're on a soul journey, but they come up out of the ocean and they see a completely new world around them. And so this is like for you, it's like I think that you've really set the intention and motion for you to just be able to see more of that this year. And there's been some duality, there's been some hard times and some low points, but I think that you have so much peace right now because you keep reaching for that. So don't stop reaching for that, my loves. That is so potent for you right now. Let me know if this is starting to resonate for you, Chloe. You also have a very strong male figure that has come through that is totally protecting this as well. Hi there, Pamela. This is the Pam that I know. You also got to create what best serves me, illusions birth, going from this card to this card, okay? This is really important as well, that you really allow yourself the, how do I put this? To stay in this place, because I think that right now you are the co-designer of your life. I think that you've reached a different point in your spiritual journey and your evolution that now you feel less alone and you feel like you're being supported, and you are being supported. And so like in the past, maybe you weren't as connected to that or feeling that, but now you really are. And so it's inspiring you to birth something new. It's inspiring you like a home for you to live in on this soul journey. That's what it really, really feels like. And I love that so much for you. And then we have, I am woke, psychic gifts, activation. Keep trusting your intuition and even have a little bit of fun with your intuition. That's what I say, Chloe. And make it adaptable, make it work for you. Take a little bit from everything that you're learning right now. I feel like you're on this journey where you're like following different spiritual teachers and you're following different like messages and quotes. And I think you're taking from everything of it and making it applicable to you and how it helps to awaken you. And I think that the more that you continue to do these, I think the more that you're going to really find the magic and essence in this world, because you are totally, definitely for sure blooming in your intuition. And that's all started, I think, from December of 2023 and is leading up into this moment. I also have an amazing course called Elevate Your Intuition that starts on August 14th. It's every Wednesday for 3 weeks. We're going to dive deep into the clear senses, see which ones you're dominant in. We're going to go over different metaphysical tools, how to use them to really work with them and inspire and elevate your intuition. We're also going to do a lot of different intuitive exercises, channeling exercises, psychic, all of that. And so this is going to be a great course for anybody that is already perhaps a spiritual entrepreneur or a teacher or a healer and just wants to enhance your intuition, or if you're just starting out and you want to just learn daily exercises and ways in which you can really trust in spirit and trust in that source energy that rests within you and how to like really activate it in high vibrational loving ways. This year has been rewarding, but it's been a struggle. Yep. I'm going to load it right now, but this is encouraging. I'm curious about this male energy, more to explore. Yeah, I feel like it's about pieces in your heart. And so as long as it's bringing you peace, that's going to continue to help to inspire the journey. And again, you're ready to create something new. You're ready, you birth those illusions. So pay attention to your intuition. And because you just, shared that, I stand in my power. Boundaries, authority. So I feel like right now, come back to your power. Come back to your power, loves. That's really what it is. It's okay to have a low dip, sense it, feel it. I always call this your spiritual comeback rate. So maybe right now you feel low, and maybe this would take you like a week or two to feel low, but maybe now it's just taking you a day, right? So this is good for you to like stand in your power. If you want to explore, go for it. Like this is your time. Own that authority. All right. Would anybody else like a reading before I bounce out? We have Dee Marie. We have Pamela. Hello there, love. I believe, is that Plant Pam? I just don't know. I always like get your name confused, your last name. But let me know if you would like a reading. Let me know if that resonated, Chloe. Yeah, it's been a struggle because you got that duality. Hello, Dee Marie. You're so welcome. You got this. Stand in your power. Scorpio, please. So I am doing card readings, Dee Marie, but we can do a reading for you. And I love that you have Scorpio energy. Right now, Scorpio energy, any just general questions? I'm going to actually I feel called. Okay. A general question or something in specific that you would like to know? Again, we have a crystal live sale. Follow me on Instagram if you're on YouTube. On Instagram, follow me over at YouTube because I'm going to be uploading videos that I can only upload right now to YouTube because I'm still learning how to do all of that. That's really fun. I mean that in the most amazing way. Okay. Hi, Amy. I'm doing readings and feel free. You can donate if you feel called. No worries. At Just Be Inspired at Venmo or Just Be Inspired 66 at PayPal. Ooh, what is the most important thing you need to know right now? The most important thing that I'm sensing for you is learn how to trust yourself, Dee Marie. Learn how to trust yourself. Right now, this full moon in Scorpio, this full moon was affecting Scorpio by actually really getting so much more connected to like your local area, your communities, not feeling like you have to like go outside and like adventure. But what I'm sensing for you is that right now, I'm loving the Just Be Inspired YouTube era. I don't know. I'm going to tell you, Chloe, you kind of came in and saved the day, and Andrea, because we had some people coming in on YouTube pretty hot. So I don't know if I was loving the Just Be Inspired YouTube era until like we kind of had to like navigate. So wow, that was a vibe. But you know what? I need to learn from that. But we're going to do a collective card reading here at the end. So I'm going to put on some lipstick in just that fashion. Lip gloss. Here, I got a camera in front of me. That's perfect. Okay. I feel like I drank all my water. Like, that was the vibe. Oh my God, I love you all so much. Who's coming on to the live sale next Thursday? Who's coming on? And who's coming on Friday for free card reading on Friday? Let's do it. Stay blessed. Okay, so here we go, Dee Marie. I got you. So trust yourself. So this is the thing, Dee Marie. I don't know what we have going on here, but there feels like there's some decisions to be made. I give myself permission, truth, opportunity. There's opportunities. There's different things around you. And whenever the ladybug comes through, it's throat chakra ladybug. I give myself permission because this is really an indication that you can outsource all day. We can ask so many people that we love, that we trust. But what I'm really sensing from this card is that you find what's the word that I'm looking for? You find the peace and the confidence within yourself that you truly know what's best for you. That's what I mean by I give myself permission, is that you'll give yourself permission to truly know what's best for you. So it's good to get insight. It's good to get all of the information in these opportunities. I can't wait to see you, Soul Journ 13. I know your name, but just let you know I do. So just know that, okay? It's really important. Get the information, but luck is on your side, and be in your highest truth. It's with these opportunities, really what rings true for you. Does that make sense? I hope that serves you well. All right, your next card is I predict, clairvoyance, past lives. I feel like there's something that you have learned from the past that now is really playing into your future of where you really want to direct the energy and really where you want to go. Does that make sense? So this feels like a deep connection of like, okay, perhaps ask yourself, what have I learned? This is Lemur and third eye. So this is third eye is trust. What have I learned from the past that now I can predict where it is that I want to really go? And I think that it's important to actually do this now. So kind of looking at this as like in the past, you've listened to a lot of people, but now you're listening and making your own choices. And this is very present of just making the time, making the space to really just think about that question. Because we got here in the future, we keep pulling the spider card. I create what best serves me, birth illusions. I think it's about not getting trapped in the webs that keep you constricted from trust. That's what it really feels like, is that you're not getting stuck in that space. You're really allowing yourself the freedom to birth new webs for yourself, and you're shedding the illusions of even that were not necessarily yours, but other people placed onto you. And so I love this for you. This is great. There's opportunities, trust in yourself, really think about what you learned from the past to kind of move into the future, and just know that you don't need to repeat the same cycles. And that's like trusting that you really do feel like that. Know that. By the way, Amy, somebody loved your moon on my Insight Timer Live. Just FYI, that's Amy's moon. Amy Hyde Healing Art is an amazing Reiki practitioner. So be with me. Sounds healer, just beautiful facilitator of healing arts, and also makes art, and it's just beyond. Anybody else? Soul Journer, since you donated, I'm going to give you an additional little bonus reading. What's your question, babe? I'm going to do that for you. Okay. So I am woke, psychic gifts activation. I also feel like, Soul Journer, get ready for things to get a little bit more funky, but in like a fun way. I feel like there is a lot of activation. I feel like you're already feeling it. I feel like you're going to really feel it even extra potently during the Lionsgate energy, which starts on July 28th and goes into August 12th. This is a good time. Yes, you got it, babe. So I really feel like, are you feeling like that? Yeah, of course, loves. You can totally get a reading too. I'm doing donations, but it's all good. Like, I'm also like doing it to just do it. So it's great. Psychic gifts activations. I feel like you're getting, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I'm woke, psychic gifts. So I would even say I love this one, to just sit in meditation. I would invite you, Soul Journ, to just sit in meditation and even just simply say, like, Spirit, show me where to go for the highest good for all. Show me where to go for the highest good for all. And just say that every day and and let yourself be guided. I do believe that you definitely have ability to do things in the healing arts. And it might be multiple things. It might not just be one thing, but I really do feel like there is a connection for you to offer some type of spiritual work, because I think that you are so connected and you are so in tuned. My creativity awaits. Imagination, seal, and sacral chakra. This is, you're creative too. So I really feel like it's doing something that's creative, but something that feels flow, something that doesn't feel forced. I feel like I'm trying to figure out, like, that's what's coming through. Now I'm like fixated that in a good way of like, what I feel like is that your purpose will just start to flow and start to kind of come and weave into your life. I think it already has. I think that your purpose is already weaving into your life. It's just about how to really bring it. Like the seal is like underneath the water. It's like, how do I come up for the air and like really bring it into that vibrational energy? That's what it feels like. Yep. Yeah. So I feel like it's like, even just start perhaps doing it, posting it if it feels like correct, or just yeah, like deepening it, but like it's already so weaving into what, like, who you are and your essence, and it's just about letting it come to the surface, giving it life, letting it breathe, if you will. This is like a good one too. I get to be still, sloth, and third eye, trusting pace. So I think that right now it feels a little still, it feels a little stagnant, but it will pick up. When is your birthday, Sojourn? This is interesting because I feel like sloth, third eye, I feel like it's trusting in the pacing and the patience. It's like, that you have a purpose, but you don't want to just like rush into the purpose. You feel very connected and drawn to going towards your purpose, but you really want to make sure that it's aligned for you. Does that make sense? And so I feel like it's just being in the pacing right now of it and the trusting. And yeah, 413. Beautiful. So like, so you're, oh my God, why can't I think of the fourth month, everybody? That's, March. No, March, April. So Aries, yeah. So trusting, pacing, like I just feel, and that's like the astrological start of the new year. I feel like, not saying it's going to take till then, but I feel like it's all happening. It's all interweaving in your life. It's just bringing it to air, just knowing that, yeah, like imposter syndrome, talk about it. If you're into energy work and crystals and sound bowls and all of the good stuff that I'm also into, I feel like, this is the time for you to maybe even share that. Just be like, like I'm somebody that struggles with imposter syndrome. Do you? Or share quotes or share. So many of us struggle with that. And so it's like, if you are finding these things healing and you want to offer this healing, like, perhaps with others, sharing the stories that also help you to heal. This is a great question. Hi there, Alicia or Alicia. I always want to make sure that I'm saying it right. I'm actually looking it up. That's why I don't want you to think I'm on my phone. I really like, hold on. I always forget. It's, is it 968? No, 968. Wait, what? Is it 9? Okay, 963. I always with my dyslexia. I love 963. It's the crown chakra. I don't know why I always almost fall asleep. Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate that. Yeah. So for you, the imposter syndrome, I feel like that when you're talking about everything that you're also sharing, just going back to this really quickly, that is you. That is your essence. People are going to feel your energy. They're going to feel it through all the things that you're into, because it's coming from a genuine place. It's coming from these gifts that you have, Sojourn, and it's already interweaving in your life, and it's a part of you. You live it. You breathe it. It's part of your healing. So there's no imposter energy around that, because it's so authentic for you. And so that's where it's like, I get to be still and knowing that and trusting in the pacing and the timing of this. You're meant to be in your purpose, because your purpose is really to help heal yourself and for others. And so like, feel that, own that, bring that in for yourself. Really, seriously, you're there. Sue need you can, but I have Amy first. So, and feel free, you are welcome to donate at Venmo at Just Be Inspired or PayPal JustBeInspired66. Okay. So Amy. Like, all right. First off, your grandfather is definitely here. Yeah. I hope both of those readings like felt good. I felt like that completed it from like 1 to 2, you know? Okay, Amy. So, I deserve joy, infinite sweetness, hummingbird and crown chakra. Amy, I feel like things have been challenging for quite some time, and now you're like, oh my gosh, I can see the joy, and I'm not worrying about things as much as I used to. I'm not saying that you're not worried or that we don't care or concern, but I feel like you are in a different space right now where it's like, I deserve joy, and I'm feeling the joy, I'm sensing the joy, I'm going towards the joy, and it's good. This is hummingbird. This is, you know, just it feels like just infinite sweetness of just wrapping you right now, where like you were depleted of that, I think, and now you're back in that space of like just expansion and what can happen. And thank you so much, you're the best. And so this is where it just feels so, it feels strong. It feels like this joy that is coming or that has come is giving you strength. That's what it feels like. And I love that because the hummingbird, they're one of the smallest birds, but they can literally travel over 500 miles. And so I feel like this joy is empowering more joy to come, but empowering your strength. I nourish my heart, gentleness and softness. I think that you've learned from this like hard energy that like it's really important for you to be around people, environments that really nourish you and that are like aligned with your gentle soul. Does that make sense? And that it feels soft and it feels like you can feel safe and you can feel like supported and held and fragile in that. It's really interesting because your grandfather, and now Jay is coming through because he's very much around you. And I feel like the message with your grandfather is like, you know, I think he had a beautiful way of being strong and soft. And I think that Jay had that too. And I think that this is where like they're coming through where it's like, it's not just saying, oh, just be gentle with me. But it's like, I really get to like be gentle with myself right now. And I've learned that. And that's what helps to nourish me. Yeah. And that's what helps you to grow things in your heart. And then I choose love over fear. I think that there was a lot of fear. It's really interesting because I'm not trying to go like lower vibration or anything, but I think there's a lot of fear that's cleared. A lot of fear cleared. And so I choose love over fear, miracles, growth. I think that the growth is happening and you're seeing it. And then get ready because I think even as the year goes on and we get into the holidays, like the miracles are going to come where more opportunities, more different things are going to be presented to you. But the growth, you see it now. The growth is so there. And I think that before, again, there was a lot of fear. There was a lot of other things that just weren't necessarily where the growth was like you were working towards it. You were working towards it while working in it, if that makes any sense, Amy. And then we have, I trust what is ahead, explore perseverance. This is really letting your spiritual gifts come into full existence. Check out different spaces, check out different places, perhaps different ways that you can do things online, in person, doesn't matter. But that's really what I'm feeling like here is that this is really about trusting what is ahead and exploring and perseverance. I think that you have, I think that all of this, I think you already were such a strong energy of persevering. But now I think from all of this, you've really learned how to persevere. And that is just so potent, so awesome. And so that's where I think that now you've went from, you know, just being in things to now trusting what is ahead and more opportunities and growth is happening. Yes. How did that resonate with you, Amy? And then there was somebody else who wanted a reading. It was Sue. Sue, how are we doing on YouTube? All right, we got some more people here. Welcome. Where are you joining from? And if you know Joe, let me know. Jeremy, are you on here? Did I miss you? Okay. All right. Sue, do we have a general question? I really feel like I need to do a redo of that crystal. Hold on. Crystal card. There we go. Thank God I got crystals everywhere. A redo of that collective crystal reading because I was getting so much crazy energy. Crazy energy. Okay. It's all good. All right. God, this really doesn't do great live. I just gotta like record them. It's okay. We got like 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. You can't really see it, but we'll go. Okay. All right. Hi, Sue. What's going on? Amy, let me know that that resonated for you. All right. General question. How are we feeling? I love it. It's like general and my relationship. So let's just make this. Okay. General, and then these last two will be relationship. Again, feel free to Venmo me at Just Be Inspired at Venmo for any donations, or Just Be Inspired on 66 at PayPal. Just Be Inspired 66. There we go. Okay. All right. So this is good for you. I rebirth, counsel, inspiration, leopard, root chakra. So what I love about this for you is that there's a rebirthing that's happened. I think that the rebirthing has actually happened for some time. I think that you have really been like, where do I want to plant my seeds first? Like what environment? All right, now I found the soil. Let me really tend to the soil. And now you've put in the seeds. You've really put in the seeds. I rebirth, counsel, inspiration, leopard, and root chakra. So this is like now you're at this point where it's like you've put in the seeds and just trusting that they're going to grow. The leopard, they actually, in the shamanic culture, they eat up all the lower energy, all the lower frequency. And so I feel like before you wanted to plant these seeds, you really wanted to make sure that everything was just so clear on your end of like just like being so intentional. And so that's really where I feel like once they really come to the surface, you're going to be seen in a new way and in a new light that's really different. And it's really about your rebirthing. Next up, we have I transform, awareness, shed. Wow, this is like totally telling a story. So I feel like you're in a new phase in your own life. We just had the buck moon on Sunday, which this is the time of year where the antlers, they shed these antlers once a year. Change is not part of the process, it is the process. And so you've been ready for change and you know that change is on the way. And at first maybe it was like, okay, there's changes and you weren't quite sure. Thank you so much. But now you're like now you're like in a whole different space of like, okay, I see the changes, I have the awareness, and I'm ready. I'm ready to be in them. I'm ready to flow with them. I'm ready to see what they want to really bring. So the buck moon, the full moon, they call it the buck moon because this is where the antlers, we just see the velvety stubs because they've let go of these antlers. So maybe in the past, the things like that they were serving you, you realized they weren't. And so some changes had to be made or got to be made, right? And so now you're in that space of transformation, which is awesome. This is telling me that once the seeds come, that's where like the transformation, you'll feel it that much more. I love that. I want to hear what he's been doing. Oh my God, I can't wait. I love you so much. We need to like actually talk on the phone. All right, this is about your relationship. Oh my God, this is really sweet. Okay, so your relationship. I love unconditionally kindness, loyalty. I feel like right now, I don't know what's been going on in the relationship, but if there's been any like rockiness or any kind of disconnect, I think it's really important to just like come back to kindness and compassion and just for yourself, of being so tender and so loving to yourself and being so kind to yourself and being really loyal to that energy. It's something that there's anything bad, but I just feel like there's room for a lot of love and a lot of compassion because I think that all of this has really brought up a new and a different version of you, but in a really beautiful way of that, like you're ready to just have more time even in this relationship in the sense of like really being able to feel like you can enjoy the different things. And so this is really about, just being so much kinder to your heart and not judging even where things are at or where they have gone and just bringing in a sense of just loyalty to that tenderness. I really think that that's really something that you could benefit from. Let me know if that serves you well. And I get to be still trusting, pace, sloth, and third eye. With this and this, hold on, I want another card just to see. No, it's right here. Hold on one second. I feel like you've put in the work in this relationship. It's coming through. You've put in the work, you put in a lot of effort. And so you're just, wanting equal energy exchange and wanting to feel that vibration. So I get to be still trusting, pace, sloth, and third eye. I feel like you've done your part. And now it's just about the trusting and the pacing and just being in this space of like kindness, loving unconditionally, like things just blossoming from this place because you've put in so much. You've put in so much. You've said where you're at. You've gone with these changes. Yes. For you, being compassionate, you've done everything here. So in this relationship, you've done what you've needed to do. And so now it's just, I get to be still, trusting, pace. This is like, just like saying, okay, I've done my work. Now come back to this place and just trust the pacing of this. And because at the end of the day, you're ready for a new level of joy. I deserve joy, infinite sweetness. I think that you're ready. You're ready to bring in more joy in all areas of your life and especially your relationship. You're ready for that sweetness. You're ready for what you have put out to now be put back to you. Does that make sense? And so, yeah, this is telling me, again, a beautiful story of planting seeds, knowing that changes and going with them. Yeah. I didn't want to say that, but that's kind of what I was feeling. I was like, there's some disconnection. That's what I was saying in this card. I feel like there was a lack, to be quite frank, there was a lack of compassion that was coming through from your partner's end. And so that was really starting to affect you. And you were going through a lot of different changes. And so there was just, yeah. So it's like, so it's not to say everything's done, but like, but that part, yeah. And so then that's where it's like trusting and pacing, like you've done everything you needed to do. Like that's like where, and like, it's like you deserve joy. That's where you're ultimately landing. Yeah, just be getting real over here. How are we doing on YouTube? What's going on? I don't even know. How do I see who's viewing this? I don't even know what I'm doing here. Just be inspired. Okay. All right, we're gonna just do a quick crystal reading. Thank you, Dee Marie. Do I know you? You're like a hype girl, hype person, hype divine soul over here on YouTube, which we needed that. Again, feel free, Venmo, Just Be Inspired, or PayPal at justbeinspired66. Yes, I do know you. I was like, I know you now. I know exactly where you're at now. Dee Marie. Oh, you meant no, not no. Because then I was just thinking that you were a different person. That's so funny based off your profile picture. I'm obviously not good at remember faces. I actually thought you were this different Dee in your profile picture. That's amazing. Okay, here we go. We're going to end with a high vibrational start here because that's where we're at. So this is number 1. Ooh, let me see if I can. So if you are attracted to number 1, put it down in the comments. Can't really see. Oh, it's so sparkly and you can't see it. Okay. Number 2. Ooh, it's blue. Oh God, it's so hot, the light. Hold on. Again, crystal readings will have to be for Insight Timer. I think that it's just a little bit difficult here. I can also do this. Let's see, it's not focused. Yeah, no. So we have green apophyllite. Oh, I shouldn't have said what they are, but I'll tell you. All right, so we got Moroccan quartz or manifesting quartz, Larimar, and then green apophyllite. So you can go 1, 2, 3, or if you know the name of the crystal, here we go. Okay, so If you went with green apophyllite, number 3, this is telling me that right now you are ready to raise your vibrations, especially in your heart chakra. Every time, this is one of my favorite crystals. I absolutely love it. I'm actually not wearing it now, but I want it to be. Green apophyllite is like that Marky Mark song. You got the good vibrations. So I feel like this is like you really wanting to reawaken your heart and kind of come into that energy, into that frequency. So if you picked this one, this is telling me that like you're ready to feel less anxious in your heart, and you might be someone that struggles in that way, and like you're ready to like kind of move through some of that because it feels like it might be holding you back in some way. And so you're also wanting to really awaken up into that intuitive sense as well. We're going to go 3, 2, and then we'll go 1. So number 2, this is telling me that right now, if you pick 2, you really just want a little bit of peace. This is Larimar. It is tranquility. It is calming. And I feel like this is peace in your inner mind. It's not even just like peace in your voice, but peace in your inner mind of just being like, you know what? I just want more peaceful things. I want to be around peaceful energy, and I'm really just needing that for clarity right now. That's what it feels like. So if you picked that crystal, that's what it's kind of indicating to me. And then number 1 we have over here is manifesting quartz. So this tells me if you pick this, it's go time for you. You're ready. You're ready to get out there. You're ready to like, you feel like you're getting yourself aligned, even if you don't feel fully aligned. You're getting yourself aligned, but there's a strong urgency, there's a strong desire to really get out there right now in whatever way. But you have the clarity, and it's really just about giving your focus 100% right now, really giving your focus so much attention. Does that make sense? So like it's really just thinking about where am I placing my attention, and really just be mindful. Like am I paying attention to my TikTok or my phone, or am I paying attention to my dog? Like really being so intentional because you're ready to get things going. So it's taking that even further, really being attentive with your job searching or whatever it is, but you're ready to go. My number 1s are like, let's do it. My number 2s are like, I'm ready for, for that inner dialogue to be nice and to be calm and to be peaceful. I need clarity right now. And number 3 is really like just reawakening the heart, feeling that vibration, letting some of that anxiety go. So again, if you're new to me, follow me here, YouTube, follow me on Instagram at Just Be Inspired. If you are not following me on if you're following me not on YouTube, my Instagram peeps, I love you. Please follow me on YouTube. Trying to get it to 1,000 subs, although today kind of put me in a different space. But yeah, where focus goes, energy flows. Exactly. So what we place our attention on grows. Yeah. So yeah, follow me on YouTube. I would love that so much. And check me out. I'll be here back on Friday, not on YouTube. Love you all. We'll come back on a different day. We'll see when we can, do another live for YouTube. But I will be back on Friday for a free card reading on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I will be on Insight Timer at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see when I can come back to YouTube. I might come back on Friday and do both. We'll see. I kind of like they're just hanging out on each platform differently, but we'll see. All right. Much love to everybody here. I love you all. Check out my Elevate Your Intuition course. It starts August 14th. And thank you, everybody. Yeah, much love.